Well, hey guys, how you doing tonight? This is a test of our live stream. One thing I can't tell is the audio. Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, I was not able to test the audio from the microphone in the test I was doing.
Get ready, come on. Right.
Can you hear me? Okay. Wife says she can hear me. Dave says he can't hear me. Wife says she can hear me. Dave, make up your mind. Tater Dom is in the house. Oh, Dave now says he can hear me. Okay, well, that's good. There's only so much I can test without actually doing a test. So glad you guys are along. And being it's a test, we just have one giveaway tonight. Video and audio are good. Thank you, Tater. This is going to be a monthly live stream until we get more time on our hands. Thank you, John. Good to see you. So every third Thursday at 8 p.m., I think we put out a poll, and people said Thursday they were available, so that worked for me. So tonight we're going to do a few things, and it's kind of what the real one next month in June, third Thursday, will be. So we've got cake, yum. Yeah, enter cake for the giveaway. And that giveaway is going to be 2 samples from the top shelf. So and that's going to be random. So I'm just going to put them in there and randomize it. And you're going to get, whether it's 13th Colony or what else I got up there? Maker's Mark, Fox and Odin. Anything that's open up there is going to be in your sample pack. And you have to enter the cake. And at the end of the show here, we will give that away. Okay. What's in my glass tonight? Kind of a special. We have a Maker's Mark. This was a collaboration that we did with Sprayberry Bottle Shop. You probably can't see it, but my logo is actually on the sticker. I helped Bridge pick this one, and it's going to be out soon. So a couple hundred barrels will have my likeness on it. Well, sort of likeness. So that's what's in my glass tonight. It's probably the best private selection that I've tasted in a long time. They call this Black Forest Cake Barrel 24. And it was picked for Bridge's birthday. Happy birthday, Bridge. I know you're out there somewhere. So we're doing several collaborations. We're going in a couple of weeks to up to Jack Daniels to pick a barrel with Sprayberry Bottle Shop. We just did a collaboration with Habits Bottle Shop with Wyoming Whiskey, and we got another one coming out that. So we're all about picking barrels. I wish I could pick them and then get them to my subscribers, but I'm not there yet. One day we'll have the ability to actually let you get in on picking a barrel and getting a bottle. But right now, what's in my glass is Maker's Mark. Let me know what's in your glass. All French oak staves. This is, it says 2 baked American pure, 3 seared French cuvee, 2 Maker's Mark 46, and 3 roasted French mendiant, no toasted French spice. I actually like it better than the BEP I've got up on the top shelf. I really love that one, but this one man, is sweet and spicy Black Forest cake. Now, I don't know if I've ever had Black Forest cake, but I can imagine it probably tastes like Black Forest cake. So I hope everyone's still hearing me okay. Uh, we got out the very expensive camera that's supposed to be really good for live streaming. So it's not the one I normally use for video. So we will see. So one of the things we're going to talk about on the show is what we're finding. John says he's got Angel's Envy Oroso Sherry. You know, I've never had that. John? Cool. Yeah, Vid and Otto are still good. Well, that's good. Okay, let's put this off to the side. And what have we found lately? And you guys can tell me what you guys have found lately. My buddy Dave beat me to it, but I did get a bottle of the Chattanooga Whiskey Founders. This is the 12th anniversary. I did a video of it last night. It's going to be out soon. That stuff is really good. I thought the 11th anniversary was good, so much that I've got a backup bottle. But this 12th anniversary is even better than the 11th. And I paid $64.99. And I generally see these anywhere from around $59 to $65, somewhere in there. I don't see people really jacking them up. And at least in North Georgia, if you find the Chattanooga whiskey right now, I'm finding the Founders, the anniversary edition on the shelf. So I totally recommend that. If you like it, just a little bit on the sweet side, rich, flavorful. I don't know how they do it, but watch the video when it comes out, and you'll get a little better idea about the tasting notes that I found in it. The other one I found recently, the Kiowa blend. Now, I thought this was good. It's a little bit different from the other 2XOs. And it's got that kind of, I don't know, sun and surf kind of taste going for it. I can't describe it. I liked it. Not quite as good as the Tribute blend, but I liked it better than the Phoenix or the Innkeeper. So that was a recent found. I got a video coming out on that one too. So, you know, 99, 105, somewhere in that range is what you're going to pay for them. It's a little pricey, but I always like seeing what 2XO is going to come out with next. So, yeah, if you're a little adventurous, I'll get you one. If you don't know for sure, send me an email. Maybe I'll send you a sample so you won't have to. You can try before you buy. Next up, and I think Dave got this recently, this Screaming Titan. This was the first Redwood Empire that I've gotten that was a wheated bourbon. I'm absolutely in love with this stuff. This stuff is fantastic. Again, Redwood Empire, a little bit on the pricey side. I think I paid $89, something like that for it. So you're going to find it $89 all the way up to maybe $100, depending on your market. Yeah, I thought it was good. Dave got the Blood Oath Pack 10 yesterday. Yeah, Dave, we all hate you. No, we all love you. You got the Pack 10. I'm still trying to get the Pack 9. That's cool. I've had a taste of the Blood Oath before. I thought it was good. I had and it wasn't even 9. I think maybe it was 8 a while back. Someone had sent me, and I thought it was good, but not worth spending a lot of money on. So, but I don't know. I haven't found a Blood Oath that I really want to pay extra money for. Dave, where did you find the gold? This one. Now, I was not impressed with the Wyoming whiskey stuff you get off the shelf. And I don't care if it was their single barrel or their 88 proof. Just didn't impress me. Just wasn't that good. we did a barrel pick over at Habits where they sent, 3 samples in a bottle. We had the tasting kit and did the notes and all that stuff. And somebody actually made a video, it wasn't me. And we actually found a bottle that was very delicious. This is a 121 proof, and it is a private store pick. But if you get a chance to try the Wyoming whiskey that's a store pick, I actually think it's worth it. I don't think much of the stuff that's on the shelf. I've got 2 bottles of it sitting over there. I don't drink it, but just not that good. There's a lot better bourbons on the market. But this one, and by the way, the Wyoming whiskey is a weeded bourbon. They really should tell you that on the front, but it's actually a weeded bourbon. And I believe they are a farm to bottle kind of distillery. They do not source, they distill their own product. The next one that I got recently, and shame on me for not opening it yet, the Ben Holiday Soft Red Wheat Rickhouse Proof. I like the regular Ben Holiday. I just hadn't had a chance to get to that, so we're going to do break the seal on that soon. I've heard good things about it. The only thing that I didn't care for is a lot of people were jacking up the price on this soft red wheat Rickhouse Proof. And it's good. I'm just not sure it's worth, $90, nearly $100. Now, one I was really surprised of that this one I didn't buy. It was a gift. But the other ones I went to Tennessee for was this Hard Truth 4-grain. I really like the Hard Truth weeded. They're bottled in bond. And their bourbon is really good too. And sub $60. If I can find this in Tennessee, hoping it's also sub $60, I would buy this all day long. So haven't opened it yet. That's a video to come. But if it's half as good as the other ones, I am sure I like it. I like a good 4-grain. So that's what I found lately. You can let me know what you found. It's kind of hard to check the chat and talk to you at the same time. I'm just like, I want to read the chat. Oh, okay. I have a challenge. We have a new show coming up in the near future, and it's called You Can Choose Only One. And we can thank Dave Vogelsang for this, because I have got so many samples from Dave Vogelsang. I came up with a new show to try them out. And the idea was that Dave sends me so many good samples that I start hunting them. Well, I come to find out I ain't got the money to buy all of them. So I'm going to have to choose. So what I do on this show, and this is kind of like a preview, is that I'm going to take, I'm not going to put it in a blind or anything. I'm going to take 2 samples that I've gotten from Dave or whoever sent me samples. And these are 2 that I really want to buy. And I'm only going to be able to pick one. The economy, what it is, I'm only going to pick one. So first up is the Dark Arts Whiskey House Barely Legal. Now that has come into my area. So this show's all going to be about ones I can actually find. Not about allocated bourbons or ones that I have to go 5 states away to get. These are going to be ones that I can actually find, but I've not bought yet. So I've got to make a decision which one is better. Now, the other one is another Dark Arts. This is their rye whiskey. Now, typically, I'm not a rye whiskey guy, but it's finished in maple syrup barrels with toasted Amburana oak staves. I almost had a heart attack when I saw this. Did they actually do that? One of my favorite bourbons for a long time has been the Widow Jane Decadence. When I first came out, I could buy that like $79. Now I can't find it for less than like $150. So the maple, finished in maple syrup barrels, I love that stuff. So, little contest tonight. Which one am I going to have to choose? The Barely Legal or the rye finished in maple syrup barrels. Cheers, everyone. Oh, that's good. Now, it's spicy with that rye, but you get that maple flavor right away. And the Amberana. I've never had something with the maple and the Amberana before. That's an interesting combination. Oh, that's good. That is good. That's almost like dessert on a glass. Wow. Over to the barely legal. 116.2 proof. Cheers. Oh, that's good too. Spicy. Wow. Go back to the maple. Could only pick one bottle of the three. Wow. You know, I'm not a big rye guy, as you probably know on the channel, although I do have a Penelope toasted rye that was my favorite rye. It just got replaced. That thing is awesome. I am a fan of an Amberana as long as it's not overwhelming. That's all you taste. You don't taste bourbon. You don't taste anything but Amberana. This one, I taste the bourbon, I taste the maple, I taste the Amberana. It's a good balance. One more chance for the barely legal. You know, I like that. It's good, but it's like a lot of other bourbons I have, but it is a good bourbon. Now, I don't like it better than my Dark Arts French oak stave. This stuff is wonderful. But tonight, I'm going to say, if I can only choose one, it's going to be the Dark Arts Rye Whiskey. The internet's going to explode. I picked a rye whiskey over a bourbon, aged 7 years in maple syrup barrels with toasted Amberana oak staves, 109.68 proof. Absolutely wonderful. Dessert in a glass. So I know where to find this one locally. I'll be getting the bottle and doing a full review of that in the near future. So tonight, I can only choose one. I choose the rye. Internet blows up at this point. Wow. All right. The next segment that we plan on doing regularly on the show is Bourbon of the Month. What I have been drinking this month and what I've just been totally amazed of how good it is. And a key to this may be that I already have a backup of it. Yes, I do. And what is my Bourbon of the Month for May? There you go, boys and girls. The Dark Arts French Oak Staves. It is wonderful. I can find it. I've got a backup of it. I love this stuff. It was actually in a video I did on that challenge from the Bourbon Junkies, the 5 whiskeys you're drinking right now challenge. That stuff is great. Now, it's not, I wish it was a little less expensive. It's, what, $79, something like that? It's good stuff, though. Wow. It's not an everyday sipper for me, but it's one of those bourbons that if I'm starting the night, I want to start with a lot of flavor. You know, a lot of people will start like with a low proof and build up. I'm not that big of a drinker. I'll start with one bourbon and might get a second sip of it before I go to another bourbon. But I tend to go maybe 2 bourbons during a night. I don't drink a myriad of different ones. I'll tend to stay with 1 or 2. And lately, man, I start with that one and finish that one. Now, I really haven't drank that much of it, so this has been a recent event for me, but I love this stuff. Bourbon of the Month, Dark Arts French Oak Staves. Okay. If you haven't, let me see who's in the chat here for a second and enter some names so I can randomize here. If you haven't entered the code word here, which is cake, please do for your chance to win a sample pack, including 2 samples off the top shelf. And I don't know if you can see them, but there's a lot of good stuff up there. So I'm going to send you 2 samples from the top shelf and maybe a little bonus prize that'll surprise you. So what else we got in the chat here? Welcome, Michael. You've entered cake. Richard Turner, welcome. You've entered the correct code. Got you in here. Let's see what else here. Give me a second here. I'm new to this. Checking the chat. What we got here? Louis! Hadn't seen you in a while. Louis, which I think is an alias name, was actually in our Frankenblend series we had a while back. You know, Frankenblend is coming back, by the way. It's coming back soon, too. I'm trying to figure out the new show, but Frankenblend is making a return for the summer. So, Louis. The 4th. Got you in. Let's make sure I've got everybody. At the end of the show, we're going to hit this randomizer. I've got John, Dave, Tater, Michael, Richard, Louis. If I missed you, speak up now or forever hold your peace. At the end of the show, we'll hit this randomizer, and one of you will get that nice sample pack. 2 off the top shelf. Pretty good for just a test video, huh? All right. One thing we'll be doing to actually put some time into the show that we're not doing tonight is we will probably have a blind in the show. And so if you've got ideas for what you'd like to see on a live blind, and typically I like to limit it to 4. So it could be a distillery blind. It could be like a weeded blind. It could be like a rye blind. It could be whatever kind of blind you want, as long as I've got it. Hopefully I don't have to go out and buy it. So if you got an idea for a blind that you want to see live, pick 4 whiskeys or bourbon and let me know. And next month on our June show, that'll be part of the show. It'll be a longer show. We try to go up to an hour and not really go over an hour. A lot of people still have to work on Friday. Sometimes I have to work on Friday, so I actually have to work tomorrow morning, so I can't drink too much of this tonight. But yeah, let me know if you've got any ideas for a blind, and we'll try to have a different blind each Thirsty Third Thursday. Say that real fast. Thirsty Third Thursday. Third Thursday of the month is Thirsty Thursday. Let's see if I have anything else here. It's going to be a short show tonight. The big thing was just to make sure that all this shit works. I wasn't sure any of it would work. When I was testing it earlier, I said, I don't hear shit. These guys are going to be going like, luckily you can hear me. All right, let's see if I got anyone else showed up. I think we are good on that. See, how long have we been going now? I have no idea. 22 minutes. We'll go a few more minutes. All right. What else is going on in the Bourbon Riders? Very interesting. I could not put it out on the members directory because I was waiting for all kinds of approvals back from all kinds of people. But we've got a special behind the scenes barrel pick at RM Rose Distillery in Dillard, Georgia. And RM Rose is known for their kind of flavored whiskeys, but they've been getting into making their own bourbons for a while now. And so we went with 2 bottle shops, Turtle Creek out of Bethlehem, Georgia, and McFarland 400 out of Alpharetta. They're kind of like sister stores. They're owned by the same family. And we went up there to Dillard, Georgia, and we filmed the whole thing, behind the scenes, how they pick the barrels, how they vote on it. It's freaking fascinating. That'll be out Saturday morning. So make sure you watch that. Obviously, you don't have to tune in right at 9 o'clock, but it will be there at 9 o'clock. It's, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes long, but it's really cool. I've never been able to see how a barrel pick goes in a real distillery. I've seen it in the how they do it in the bottle shops. You know, it's cool, but it's nothing like being behind and getting with the master distiller. And you'll have to watch it. I was very happy with the video. The distillery was ecstatic about it. So this Saturday morning, we have a behind the scenes barrel pick at RM Rose Distillers in Dillard, Georgia. Yeah, it's kind of a small town. So I think that's pretty much all I got for you guys tonight. So we're going to go see if we've got anyone else in the chat here. I think I've got everyone that's entered. Okay, that's who we've got in there. I don't see anyone else that's put their in. So we're going to hit the randomize button, and Michael Bortner, you have won 2 top shelf picks. So send me your address, your shipping address, or where you want it to go, and I will get that out early next week. And I'm going to ship you 2 nice top shelf bourbons and a surprise. You'll know the surprise when you see it. So give me that address. Congratulations, Michael, on winning that sample pack. On the next real show, we're always going to give away 2 sample packs, and they'll be the same thing, whatever we decide to give away for that show. Tonight, those was tests, we're just giving away 1, but when you come back next time, there will always be 2 giveaways, and it will always be at least 2 bourbons or whiskeys, and sometimes a special prize that goes with it. So thank you guys for coming to the test. We're going to go ahead and close this down for the night. And please let me know what you'd like to see. We're not trying to do things like everyone else does. We want to try to come up with different segments and things that are fun and things that you want to see in an hour. And hopefully I don't get too toasted in the process, right? So, like I say on my show, as always, please drink responsibly, never drink and drive. Cheers, everyone. See you next time.